It's a feel-good Friday, babies, and you'd be wondering what is going on with the news. And there's probably a lot of things going on, but we want to keep things positive as you roll into the weekend. You may have voted in the Ontario election. You may be annoyed. You might be excited. You might be like, here we go. More Ford, but better than the options that were out there. So with that, we wanted to lift the spirits a little bit because, you might not be happy with having to vote for Ford, but the other situation is, you can see how the left is reacting to the fact that Ford got elected. And that is probably my favorite part of what happened and what gave me a little bit of jubilance through this whole time. And I have Reg here with me, and we're going to react to these videos together. But we're going to start off with one lefty political creator who was so excited and said, I think Ford might actually lose. Hear his perspective, and then we'll show the after of the election results.
I think that Doug Ford thought that calling a provincial election at the same time that there was a federal leadership race would confuse voters in a way that would benefit him, but I think it's actually going to backfire. I think that the more popular that Carney becomes, the better it will be for the Ontario Liberal Party. Bonnie Crombie has already tried to do her best to separate herself from Justin Trudeau, similar to how Mark Carney is doing now. But as somebody who spoke to people who were on a recent by-election campaign, the biggest issue that people faced in the Liberal Party when they were trying to get votes was at the doors. People would be like, well, I don't want to vote for Trudeau. And they'd be like, no, this is provincial. Trudeau's involved. And they just couldn't get through that. There are people that are called low information voters. That is not an insult. It just means that when they vote, they don't really have all of the information and they don't go too far in depth. These low information voters are the same types of people who might confuse federal and provincial politics, not knowing if it's Doug or Pierre they're voting for, or Trudeau or Bonnie, etc. And right now there is a lot of excitement around Mark Carney. And Doug Ford is the least popular premier in the country. Danielle Smith might actually be taking that crown right now. Long story short, I see some provincial and federal synergies coming up.
Next.
We all knew that Ford was going to win a majority. Not when I
No.
I'm bummed because I should have ran. We have 4 years to rebuild. The NDP, the Greens, and the Liberals. And in 4 years' time, we need to kick Ford's ass. And if all goes well, I'll be able to help out and do it.
Oh my God. We all knew that Ford was going to win. Did we all know that?
There's going to be some provincial and federal synergies happening. Things are going to go so well for the Liberals at the provincial level.
So one of the... Oh, poor guy. That's not going to look well for him. That aged like milk.
Bagged milk because they're in Ontario.
Right, of course. So one of the things that I'll say there, though, that I find interesting is that he does bring up an important point when he says about voters being confused about federal and provincial politics. And I'll tell you why. Because we signed up as federal Liberals so that we could vote in the leadership race. You're allowed to do that. And so we did, because I have no other political affiliations at a federal level. At a provincial level, I'm registered as a conservative in Nova Scotia. So when I got a message from the Liberal Party in my province saying, welcome to the provincial Liberals, I was a little confused. I was like, I didn't sign up for the provincial Liberals. Turns out, apparently, they share a constitution. They share voter lists. They share everything between the federal and the provincial. So to say, these low information voters, I thought that was very insulting, because it's like, no, it's not low information. It's designed that way. I don't know if it's the same way in Ontario, but it certainly is in Nova Scotia, and it's designed to be confusing in that way. So yeah, when everybody was giving Tim Houston crap, who's our provincial conservative in Nova Scotia, about tying the Liberal Party provincially to the provincial or to the federal Liberal Party, he was right. He was absolutely right on the money, because they are connected. They are tied together. So to say people are low information voters because they see the connection and it's tied, I'm sorry, but you're misinformed. So, yeah. And also, you were misinformed about that election too.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're about to find a lot of people who are misinformed about the election. We got several videos, and we're going to rapid fire. We'll have a couple comments here and there as we go, but we're going to keep this party going. Before we start, if you have any children around, make sure they're away. There's a lot of language in some of these videos. Just people are upset, all right?
Yeah.
People are mad.
Some unparliamentary language out of the egalitarian left, okay? So,
Drew.
Are you not listening? We are saying, I'm getting fucking tired. We are getting fucking tired. You hate Trudeau? That's fine. You can hate him all you want, but hating him isn't going to do anything to save Ontario. The education system, healthcare, transportation, taxes, housing crisis, social assistance. If you're angry about all those things, Doug Ford, vote him the fuck out.
Wasn't happy about that one.
No.
And it keeps getting better.
The worst part is like, she does have a point though. If you care about those things, they're not federal mandates, they are provincial. So
at least you got that right. We'll take that right.
10 fucking minutes. It took 10 fucking minutes for a majority government. Are you fucking kidding me, Ontario? Let's just hope that Ontario still stays the bellwether of Canada, where if the PCs win in Ontario, someone else tends to win federally. Because if Poilievre wins, I might as well just take a toaster bath. Like, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
This is why I'm fucking leaving Ontario.
Look at those eyes.
Wow.
Look at those eyes. Look her in the eyes.
Oh my, please do not take a toaster bath. We don't condone that, but you know, you also have freedom of choice to do whatever the heck you want. Welcome to Canada.
Yeah. That was like, it gets aggressive. It gets aggressive.
What the fuck, Ontario? I mean, what the fuck? We all knew this is what was going to happen, but I just
Did we all know
can't
that?
wrap my head around people who consistently vote against their own self-interest. Why would you vote for a corrupt millionaire to just keep enriching his other millionaire and billionaire buddies? Fuck, I hope everybody who votes conservative, needs a knee replacement and has to wait 10 fucking years for it. Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right.
But at least she asked the question. She's like, why are people voting for Ford? Because honestly, I don't like Ford.
No.
I don't like him at all. And I had my Ontario in-laws at my house over the past week. And oh my God, that got spicy a couple times.
Sure did.
You don't bring up politics. Ontario is living a very different reality than we are in Nova Scotia, and other provinces are probably experiencing as well, where we kind of like our premiers. I know you talk to anybody in Alberta, they like their premier. So, I'm hearing from a lot of people that just not feeling like they had any good options, but that, Ford was kind of the best of the worst for them.
Yeah.
So
quite literally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when people are like reacting this way, it's like,
Yeah. Did you have hope in others?
yeah.
And I'm only going to play the first 30 seconds of this one.
And I'm fucking pissed at most of Ontario. All I have to say is if you voted for Doug Ford, or even if you did not vote at all, you have completely lost the right to complain. ER wait times are ridiculous. Can't get in to see a doctor, can't find a family doctor, took forever wait list for your surgery. You don't get to complain because you voted for it. You voted for the man who has been defunding our healthcare system because he wants it to be private. He wants it to be a business. That is what he wants. He wants to run Ontario healthcare like a fucking business. He wants to run it into the ground to convince every single one of you that private healthcare is a good idea.
That's what he's trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I gathered.
Yeah. Well,
would you make the same assumption about David Eby is my question.
so what I find interesting is that there is an interesting thread there on healthcare spending. I think the fact that we don't give the provinces more dedicated funding from the federal government to run healthcare is ridiculous, honestly. Healthcare is the most expensive line item for any province, and education follows that. So when you are a province and a provincial leader and you're going, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, and healthcare and education are sucking up all the funding, which they rightfully should, you have to make cuts somewhere, right? And if you need to fund something else, not saying Ford's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and he's done some shady things as far as properties going, and I think it was Ontario Place and a couple different things.
Greenbelt.
Yeah, Greenbelt was a bad one.
Yeah, that was brutal.
But basically just the fact that I kind of blame the federal government as well here, because realistically, when you look at what the federal government has to spend on and when you look at what the provinces have to deliver and spend on, it's wildly disproportional. And so, I think that the provinces really do need more money directly put into education and directly put into healthcare for everyone, honestly.
Here we go. That's my guy right here.
Get off of me. Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
Oh.
This man's crying. Oh no, poor guy.
Oh, poor guy. He needs a feel good Friday.
Yeah, he needs a feel good Friday. It's okay, buddy. It'll be all right.
Class, didn't we understand the assignment? 4 more years and then so seriously, it was only $200. The checks didn't mean that much. Come on, seriously. If anybody complains, I'm gonna say, did you vote? And I'm gonna say, shut the fuck up. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. One thing there, like, I totally agree with the people being like, if you didn't vote,
Yeah.
if you spoil your ballot, I count that as voting. But if you didn't vote and you start complaining, it does irk me. Like, I'm totally with them on that.
That's what gets Reg going.
39.7.
That music.
That's the percentage of Ontarians who were eligible to vote that actually gave a shit and went out and voted yesterday. Less than the last one. So this video is for either the people that voted for Ford or the people that just didn't vote at all. Everything that happens now, it's on you.
It's on you, man.
Can't find a family doctor, or wait times in emergency rooms are 24 to 48 hours. That's on you. Can't afford rent? That's on you. Groceries are sky high because all of the farmland now has been developed for Dougie and his buddies to make money. It's on you. Your kids are in a classroom of like 50 to 1 teacher and the schools are packed because they just keep building skyscrapers up to the sky and have no infrastructure to support it. That is on you.
Not the skyscrapers up to the sky.
No,
oh, gosh. It's on you. It's all on you, folks.
Yeah. Also, though, 60% of the people not voting, that's bad.
Yeah.
That should be telling in itself. That's bad.
Here's the thing is I don't really give a crap. Here's the thing. You want people to start voting, put someone forward that's worth voting for. No, you keep promoting and pushing these far left advocates that no one actually wants to vote for. Instead, how about you bring someone who's more to the center and actually bring some common sense and doesn't kick people out of the party who brings some common sense to the party? Then maybe you'll get some votes. I'll just put that out there for you.
I totally agree.
Last but not least, this one just made me sad.
Oh, no. Another sad one?
Yeah, me too. I'm very disappointed in like voter turnout. I know when I went to vote, there was like barely anyone there, and it was like during, like after work when people should be there.
This poor girl.
And I'm obviously disappointed with the result. I feel like I knew that this was gonna happen, but I still had like a tiny sliver of hope that Liberals or NDP were gonna pull through. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the wall for a while.
Oh no.
This poor girl, man. That's tough times, man.
Sit here and stare at the wall for a while.
And those are the reactions, but we have to show what's been popping off. Obviously, we've been seeing Mark Carney lie consistently. And so memes have been popping up of all the things that Mark Carney's supposedly been doing, and that's been the best part of life these days. All right, Mark Carney just uploaded a photo of himself running across Canada. Says he's finished what Terry Fox couldn't.
This one was my favorite out of the bunch.
It's a good one. It wasn't Laura Secord who warned the bit British. It was Mark Carney. Oh yeah, man.
AI, man. That's a gift to the internet.
AI memes are getting unreal. Mark Carney was looking for Epstein Island in 1492, but discovered North America instead.
Jasmine Lane personally made that one.
Oh, 100%.
Not at all, but like
that was definitely up her alley.
Yeah.
Breaking, Mark Carney claims to have solved world hunger. Oh my gosh. God bless. Mark Carney was once married to French President Emmanuel Macron. You'd think his French would be better. Oh my gosh, people are rough. Y'all are rough. Mark Carney actually built the pyramids. Yep, true. Breaking news, Mark Carney is the first human to walk on Mars. Yeah, got that one. After receiving his Oscar for his performance in 1971's The French Connection, Gene Hackman thanked Mark Carney for teaching me everything there is to know about being a great actor. I go a couple more here. The one time when Mark and Justin almost one Dancing with the Stars, I think.
That one's my favorite.
That's good. Mark Carney discovered the theory of relativity and taught it to Albert Einstein. Mark Carney helping to end famine in Ethiopia sings "We Are the Champions" at Live Aid concert circa 1985. Oh, y'all are crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh, God bless, man.
And what did you say? This is the reason why the governor of California tried to get memes banned.
Straight old. This is the thing, man. I've learned that the establishment. There's a reason why they're trying to limit our speech on the internet, trying to limit our communication with each other via the internet. It's because, and also, they don't like memes. The establishment doesn't like memes, and they can't laugh at themselves. That's the issue. We've seen it with Mark Carney. How chest gets out anytime someone pushes him on anything. You show any of these memes, I don't think he can actually laugh at himself.
No.
I don't think he'll be able to. And we're just going to laugh at him and meme him all the way out of Canada.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't the vice chair. I was the chair. It's like, okay. Sorry.
All right, got it. Well, we hope you guys enjoy your Friday. We love you. We're out. Peace.